Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. The boy has finally been announced. I waited so goddamn long for this character. I am thrilled that he's finally here, but I really just want to emphasize on one thing. Please don't confuse my excitement for the character I waited a long time for as an excuse for the anniversary not feeling as exciting. I am thrilled for the character, but the overall picture of the anniversary I am still a little bit disappointed in. So I know that me being hyped up for this one guy may seem like all is good. It's okay, Toshi, we can shake hands, I'm happy with everything. No, that's not the case. I still am expecting more and demanding better from them. But in this small slice of what's going on right now, I think it's okay to be excited because I waited a long time. The Legends devs have recently been doing this commentary abilities video, so let's go ahead and do a little look at what this character can do. We already know he's green with some cool passives, but this really goes into detail what they can do. So let's go ahead and join Toshi for this discussion. Abilities commentary.
Hello everyone. Today I'd like to talk about a new character coming to Legends.
I love his animations though.
4th anniversary. Legends Limited Super
I think that's a
Saiyan 3
straight cover
Goku,
change.
And introduce some of this character's abilities. But first, I need to stress that this is all still in development and the following content is subject to change. So make sure you check out the full details via the in-game news after the character is released.
I can't help but wonder
So,
if they've actually
let's start
changed
with
anything.
Basic info.
Let's see, at a glance, what do we got?
Goku is a green.
Alright, strike-oriented, green, Super Saiyan 3 character, sagas from the movies. Understandable, we got all that. I will admit with you, I am questioning why he is green again. If he is primarily meant to be ran on sagas from the movies, then I suppose I understand, considering the last green movie saga character that we had was Gamma 1. And I guess this guy came from later on and less so as part of the anniversary. I think the movie delay may have interfered with it or something. I don't really know. A little bit upsetting for me just because I wanted him to be a different type than the current LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so I could have ran them together. I was kind of hoping he would be blue, mainly because a nice little counter to MUI and paired alongside the LF Super Saiyan 3 and say Ancient Vegeta, that would have been pretty good. It is what it is though. I can't really do much about it.
Melee type character. As for the tags,
Saiyan, Super Saiyan 3 Sun. You know what? I don't think I need to listen to all of that. I think I'll jump through a bit here. Alright, so 2% to strike damage inflicted by Tag Sun Family, a 30% to Tag Sun Family, Movie Saga, or Saiyan base strike attack and blast attack during battle. They've recently started doing this. It's like a new level of power creep with Z abilities where they've started to introduce specific cards getting buffs as well. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but you know, Ultra Gogeta, him doing a blue card buff for Super Saiyans. The green Kaioken Goku, the one that fought Frieza times 20 Kaioken, he also has a strike damage buff for, I think is it Saiyan Saga or Saiyans in general. This isn't really anything new. Even the Blue Beerus does it for USS. It's pretty cool to see. We're starting to see them evolve into something far more intimidating for sure. So a double Z ability is nice just because for movies, more offensive power. Strike arts, let's see. Oh, he has strike arts that increase the strike damage inflicted. So the odds are that's going to be a 20% buff for like 5 timer counts or 2 timer counts. I would imagine it's something like a green Kefla perhaps, so that's not bad. He is a strike oriented unit. He would probably pair well with the
damage inflicted upon activation. So when you use it, even with a character that's not Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you'll get that boost. It's a very convenient buff to any character's strike damage.
Okay, so it sounds like it's going to be those, you know how these characters introduce new cards into the deck? It sounds like it's going to be one of those. It's either going to be like the Kid Super Saiyan 3 in that, or sorry, the LF Super Saiyan 4 in that it's like 10% damage inflicted with both the strike and the blast, or it's going to be 20% with the strike damage for 2 timer counts. And it's the same thing with the blast, so that's what I think it is. It's either a 10% damage inflicted buff, or it's 20% for 2 timer counts. It's one of those two, which is pretty good. Look at that. This character isn't even fully soul boosted, and his strike cost is 15. That's good. Let's see, blue card. Deal massive impact, 20% to special move damage inflicted for 10 timer counts upon activation. Cancel own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions on hit. Very good. You got blast armor charging forward, so it is a melee-based blue card. I don't know how I feel about that one, just because I would have preferred being able to catch people in the sidestep at range with this. You know what I mean? Just because there are some pesky characters that are able to stay long range and not care about this thing. It is what it is, I suppose. Is that not from when he fought Kid Buu, this animation? The turnaround blue card to the beam to the face, is that not when he fought Kid Buu? So it's cool to see that here. Nice to see it has blast armor, unlike UI Goku, the poor guy. Not MUI, the purple UI Goku. What do we got? If the unique gauge is filled, inflict all enemies with no switching for 3 timer counts. So I like that quite a bit. One of the more valuable things I've had with Vegito Blue is being able to secure a kill. LF Super Saiyan 3's unique gauge works in the same way that LF Cells does, in that it is one full rotation and then a new set of passives are introduced. But for this Goku, it looks like this is providing some next level buffs for specific cards. I don't think Cells does that. I think for Cell it's restricted to a new passive ability, but for Goku it's beefed up new cards. Green, blue, and all of them, they get stronger. So a lock-in post unique gauge filled is very nice. What do we got here? Get back in the fight with serious firepower that can cancel debuffs. Yes. What else do we got here, Toshi? Share the beans. Green card. Restore own ki by 40. Draw a strike card next. 25% damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. That's your standard green card. Exactly what you would want. Key card damage. It's beautiful. And then I think with his unique gauge being filled, though, it introduces healing for him. Let's see. Let's skip through. Yeah, restore own health by 10%. That's not that bad. Restore key, draw card, extend your combo. Yes. Abilities are in development and subject to change. I hope they didn't change it too much. His ultimate, deal supreme impact damage. So he has the highest possible multiplier. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. A 40% to ult damage buff. Minus 100% to enemy sustained damage cut. And we nullify endurance. Very nice. So just like LF Super Saiyan 3's, but he has 100% sustained damage cut effect versus the 50. And I think the buff is higher. I think this is 40 versus the 30. So pretty good, but this thing gets powered up even further when his unique gauge is filled. If we can find that. Yeah, nullify own unfavorable element factors for 3 timer counts. Go type neutral with your ult, just like the Heat Dome Trunks. Very nice. Very strong ultimate. I love the LF, but can I just say something? I love this LF, but why the hell is the first half the summon animation? Was it that difficult for them to... They could have completely skipped it, because notice how it's the summon animation to a white screen. They easily could have just cut that part out and just had the dragon pushing the character that you see here like this, and I think we all would have been happy. But them reusing that summon animation introduced them to some criticism. I don't know if they felt they had to extend it, but I don't know. I think it would have been better off without that part. It's not a good look. It really isn't. Main ability, what do we got? Destroy one of your own cards and draw the ultimate arts card Dragon Fist next. Restore own ki by 50 and health by 30%. 30% to damage inflicted for 30 timer counts with a level 1 card draw speed buff. Beautiful. Everything that you would want in your character. That is a ton of damage for sure. I'm pretty damn sure this means he has level 2 card draw speed for 15 timer counts, but let's quickly peep through. Alright, if your unique gauge is filled, you restore your own vanish gauge by 100% while reducing your enemy's vanish gauge to 0. This, to me, I think is one of the strongest abilities in the game now. Right here, this right now is one of the strongest in the game, no doubt. Because try to imagine a scenario where you are trying to time out when you should vanish from your opponent. You pop your main ability, you see the exclamation mark. You can just vanish, and then your opponent can't do a damn thing. They have to take the hit. They cannot swap because they're stuck in the animation. They cannot sidestep out of the way because the vanish gauge is gone. This right here may be one of the strongest uniques in the game right now. That is ridiculous. Because no matter what scenario you are protected, your opponent is screwed. You could have rushed them. You could probably one-shot them with the ult. That is so goddamn strong. So damn strong. It's insane how strong that is. I don't think everyone's gonna notice until we have to deal with it. But that's a double-edged sword of hype characters and legends. You can be excited for them to use them, but you have to dread the fact you have to face them. I love what his kit looks like so far, but I'm so scared of fighting him because I know what to expect. It will be very painful for sure. Very, very, very strong passive. All right, let's see. Unique ability. So this looks like passive number 1. Apply the following effects to self when the battle starts. 90% damage inflicted. Reduces damage received by 60%. Do you know how insane that is? 60%. I do not know why it is so monstrously high, but we're going to get to a point where characters just don't take damage, apparently. 60%. Now, this could mean that his defenses are absolute trash, which makes zero sense because in the movie, he was tanking Hirudegan's hits, and I would think that's the complete opposite of what you're trying to do. It's the same thing that they do with Broly. I do not know why Brolys are always glass cannons in these games, considering in every movie Broly is in, he's tanking hits like it's nothing. He's a wall. He's a machine. I don't know why they flipped the script here, but it looks like he is one tanky beast. He also gets his hands on level 1 card draw speed with a -5 to strike arts cost, so he's going to be comboing for a long time, just like LF Super Saiyan 3. You got your card draw, you got your reduced cost, going to be a very long combo, and because he has 90% damage inflicted, it won't be too bad. I don't think that doesn't look overly busted to me. I think that looks strong. And then when his unique gauge is filled, does it change? I think there's supposed to be more. All right, passive 2. Apply the following effects to self when this character enters the field. Restore 30 ki, 30% to damage inflicted, so we get 120%. And we apply the buff effect, nullify enemy special actions that activate when changing cover for 10 timer counts. For the record, in the video, they said this is 2 times. But now it says 3. I think the reveal and stuff is more accurate than this. Somebody is wrong. It's either 3 or 2 times, but either way, I am so happy that this exists. I think I've made it very clear that I found it a tad bit annoying in the modern meta that every single character has some sort of special cover change. So for my favorite unit, the unit I waited a long time for to have the thing that I praise Gogeta Blue so highly for, makes me very, very, very happy. Very happy what this character can do. I'm so happy he has that. That is fantastic. Very happy. I don't care if it's 1 time. I don't care if it's 2 times or 3 times. I'm just happy it exists. The things that have annoyed me in the game are slowly being dealt with by my favorite character, which makes me a tad bit happy. I should be very careful with how I'm wording that. I'm not trying to say he makes things easier, but not having a time to drop combos and just freely being able to just fight with that unit, I am happy with. Everyone else has it. Give it to me too. Charge unique gauge by an additional 100% when this character uses a strike or blast arts card. If there are 2 defeated battle members, activates once. This is some unique wording. What does he say?
Even if you run out of ki with another character, you can continue your arts combo by switching to Goku. Furthermore, it'll nullify the enemies entering the battle. Don't have to worry about the opponent's special cover changes. That's not all. If you use a strike or blast arts when 2 battle members have been defeated, then your unique gauge will be charged by 100%. No matter how bad things look, you can use these powerful abilities to turn the tide of battle.
Okay, so the wording of that is strange to me. Is that like I don't know whose unique gauge has that capability, but I think someone else has the same scenario where if they're sort of like the last guy or something happens, it'll fill 100%. Is this saying that I'm able to... No, it is only just once. It's just an easier way to charge it. Never mind.
Here's the second unique ability.
Second unique. Knock enemy back to long range if the cover change is performed against their strike arts cost. Very good. Comboable with the blue card I like to see. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike or a blast arts card. Restore own health by 3%. Restore ki by 5. 10% damage inflicted. 5% to ult damage inflicted. Activates 6 times. Cannot be cancelled. I'm going to assume this is exclusively for the ult damage buff. Do you know how happy that makes me? It's okay, it's a double-edged sword, but the reason why I'm happy is because that passive you're looking there is so similar to the Goku and Vegeta who I praised for having very good 1v3 comeback potential. So I will be honest with you, I love making those plays. I like those scenarios where you're pushed against the wall and being calculated and doing things right gives you the opportunity to come back. Units that can sustain themselves individually are my favorite. You're telling me my favorite character can do that? He's going to be able to heal himself, combo for a while, have the damage buffs to make himself stronger. I'm so happy that that exists. He's shaping up to be almost exactly how I wanted him to be. I'm pretty sure I cooked up a kit once for this character, and this is very similar to how I wanted him to be. Very happy with how it's looking so far, but he will be looking very damn strong. That is so awesome. Alright, let's go. And then does something change with the unique gauge? Yeah, keep doing damage, that's great. And then what do we got here? Slightly charges own unique gauge every time this character uses a strike or blast starts card while on the field. Makes sense. Nothing new, it's just like Cell. Oh wait, no, wait. This is when he uses a strike or a blast starts card. That's different from Cell, never mind. For Cell, it's when you're charging. For my friend over here, it's going to be just when he's attacking. Now, applies the formal effects to self once the unique gauge is filled. He heals. There's the enhancements to everything else. The main ability, the ultimate, the blue card, the green card. Everything powers up. The man is ready to unleash. That is so sick. I am extremely happy with how they designed the character. Do I think he's broken? I will be honest with you. I think he might be. I honestly think he might be. I'm comfortable currently with just his kit saying he may be a top 8 unit within the game. He may be a top 8 unit within the game right now. The unique gauge, restore vanish, remove vanish, is a deadly combination. It will really hinge on what his stats look like too. If this character has like Revival Gohan level stats, he is probably a top 3 unit in the game. But if his stats are like your traditional LF, like let's say LF Rose, or if they're like, I don't know, you know how it is with current LFs. At 14 stars, they're typically like in the 260s, high 250s, low 260s for their main attack stat, mid 250s, low 250s for their secondary stat. Their defense is typically around 160Ks. If he's around there, he will be a very, very, very good character. Featured boost will make him look even more impressive because the pure defense paired alongside the minus 60% damage received will be apparent. He'll be very, very, very strong. So I'm very happy for my character to be good. I'm very excited. It gives me a fun unit to deal with the modern meta. I am happy that he's not watered down. I am happy that he's good, and it makes it feel like the 4 years have been worth it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm glad you guys are excited for me as well. I know that just releasing one character paired alongside Tapion for the second part of the anniversary is rather underwhelming, considering we are pushing for so much more out of the developers. Once again, this is just me being happy for this one guy. I'm not looking at everything, just him. I still expect more out of the devs. I still push for more out of the devs, and I still criticize them. Be on the lookout for the showcase. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It will be a blast. We will also be going live for the summons tonight when this banner is live. So be sure to follow me on Twitch too. We'll all join in on the fun together. And check out the second channel because the vibes are good today. Let's go. Until next time, guys. Peace.